taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. 48 Sports College Football by Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to...
Got a lot of running room. Find some fresh air. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown Seminoles.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
They're getting this guy lathered up. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Jay, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Complete.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing the big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rounding to the football. As soon as that running back got the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all the assignments as they put a stop to that return of the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for the team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell it looks like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bam, and all of a sudden he sits that edge down. Nice job on the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive game.
Give to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And Dave, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play call,
Picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Man, what a great break of the football. Nice job seeing, squeezing. A lot of these defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got it behind the line. It's Harris. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. NC State at the line with the 1st and 10. Leading with the running back. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable. How nice is it as a head coach to have a guy like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to move away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. they've swapped into the field, and we will get it going in the second. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45, on his way. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they're going to throw it. Makes his connection. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, they just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution. That field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep...
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
It's all about making plays. And this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season. And what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Well, he chews up yards. He got this really quick, really decisive design. Quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time he played the Seminoles and Chris Swanky, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Coming after it. He'll try to do it himself. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On the move. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Prince. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open man.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's complete to the right. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle is Harris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. He's going to take off. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Silva. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking to throw on second down. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, you just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll line up to go for 2. Barges ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, 3rd and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Noles! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and now he'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air on first down. Brought in the backfield, it's Harris. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw and he needs a bunch. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He will not get the fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. First down here for the offense. The give to the home running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking for room, it's Cade. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. To the ground, he's got it again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Get it out on the screen. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Auburn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. He's got it down the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Chucked it away just as he was hit.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Fair catch, called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to the back. On that one's 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situation. Really good job by the defense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Silva. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with the lone back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
The give. Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point was good. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and he'll bring it to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to run it.
Yeah, they did. David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, no! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop it until the band starts playing. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He's got the tight end. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Picked up some yards with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, you can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential again.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up. But you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.